Hey, this is howtotrapbeavers.com. I'm Chris Pope, and today we're going to walk you through how to set a dam break set with a foothold trap. So I've got my nice beaver dam here. The water's up. I've taken my foot and put me a break in the dam in this particular spot here. I don't want it too wide, but the water's up so high it's making it a little bit wider. So I've got my dam. Ideally, I want it about the width of my trap, not a whole lot wider, which I've got me one channel here that's about that size deeper than everything else. Then I want to take my foot, stomp me out a shelf just below it for my trap. Then I've got my number 5 bridger here on a drowning rod. Set my trap. I've got some good deep water here. Take my drowning rod, shove it down into the mud as far as I can get it. I'll bring the top end, anchor it off with a T-bar, stick it all the way in. I don't want that coming out. And then all I'll do is find my shelf that I made for my trap. You got to take into account your water may drop if you're not on if the area that you got dammed up is not very big. So you want to set a little bit farther back. You also got to take into account when the beaver comes up here, he's probably going to have his front feet full, his front legs full of stuff to patch the dam, so you're kind of targeting a back foot catch. So you want to back off a little bit back farther and deeper, set my trap, get my pan where I want it, and I'm setting it in that's probably about 16 inches of water. Setting it where the beaver comes across the jaws, and it's right in front of my deepest channel here where my dam break is. So that's all there is to this. We'll come back and get a beaver tomorrow. Alright, we're back here at our dam break set. I can see that the dam is plugged and the trap is gone, so either we got a catch or we got a miss. If the trap was gone and the dam wasn't plugged, I'd have a little bit more confidence, but we'll pull it up and see. Break our T-bar loose there. It feels heavy, that's a good sign. Yeah, we got one by a toe. So if that hadn't been a drowning situation, if the beaver had been on a long chain and hadn't drowned, there's a good chance he would have gotten loose. That's a nice big beaver there though. That's what we're after right there. We'll set him to the side. He's chewed a tree or two, I can bet you. And reset this set. Get it ready for another one. Find us a good solid place to set our trap. Find where our original channel was. Right over. There's our shelf right there that I had. Shove the deep end of the stake into the water, into the mud. Get it seated firmly in there. Anchor off the top end. Go ahead and pull my lock down a little bit so it'll be started. Get my pan where I want it. Set the trap in place. Stomping me out another spot for the trap. Set the trap in place, give it a wiggle, make sure it's firm. And then we'll kick out our, if there's a possibility of trap theft or anything like that, it's not a bad idea to cover up your, maybe your T-bar and a little bit of your rebar if it's sticking out a little bit. Make us a good hole to get some water flowing, and she's ready to go. Here we are at our dam brake set again. The trap's gone. The dam is still broken. It hadn't been plugged, so I take that as a good sign. We're gonna pull it up and see what we got. Feels heavy. Oh yeah. That's a nice big old flat tail, and look at that catch. That's a full back foot catch. That's why I like these number 5 bridgers, just bigger traps in general. You catch a beaver like that, he's not going anywhere. He's yours. All right, I like it. Yeah. That's a good hefty beaver. I may not reset this set just because nothing's plugged it up. I'm not necessarily trying to catch all the beavers out of here, just trying to catch a few, so I think I'll probably call that good and maybe come back and check this set later, or this dam later, just see if anything's been working it. But that's the great thing about these dam brakes is if you got beavers in an area and you've got an active dam, you punch a hole in the dam, they're coming. Even if, you know, if you set your trap wrong and it gets sprung without catching them, you reset your trap, break the dam again, they're coming. I mean, it's a really effective set because that's one of their main priorities is keeping their area flooded, and the dam is what does that. So you got a dam and you want to catch beavers quick, put you some dam brake sets in and you'll start working on them.